Right, we are live. We are live. We are live. Right, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are good. I see Lubabalo has joined us. Good day, sir. How are you doing? Right. So today I'm gonna be talking about something very interesting, and yeah, we're live. Tell somebody. Tell somebody we're live. We are talking about central bank digital currencies versus Bitcoin. The question is, will central bank digital currencies be the Bitcoin killer? Will they help the adoption of Bitcoin? Or will they actually just kill Bitcoin? Right. Let me know what you think. Um, I'm just going to be sharing, my thoughts on the subject. And obviously, I don't have any PhD in Bitcoin or digital currencies, whatever the case is. But I've been, involved in this space over the last 5 years, and been diligently studying, to see what's happening and what's possibly going to come. And it's been an amazing journey to see, some of the stuff that we've been saying. I was saying to someone that I feel like I've been vindicated because in 2016 when we started, people thought this was a non-starter. People thought this was not going to last. It was one of those things. And now 5 years down the line, Bitcoin is way much stronger than what it was back in 2016 when I got started. I mean, right now we're talking about very big corporations getting involved in the cryptocurrency space. We're talking about banks. There's a lot that is happening. Let's call it behind the scenes for now because most of it is not making it into our mainstream media in terms of what is happening, who's investing where, who's saying what regarding Bitcoin. But we're going to talk about, maybe some of those things, right? So I see Artie has joined us. Good afternoon and welcome. Sinetemba Tom, good afternoon and welcome. And of course, all the way from the Karua, Mr. Roger. How you doing, boss? Right, so I don't want to be long today, guys. I just want to share my thoughts on this subject, and hopefully we can learn something together. Litebo from the Lesotho Kingdom, the Mountain Kingdom. Welcome, sir. It's been a long time, eh? Zanenkanyamba says East London is all ears. Awesome and welcome. So now let's talk about this, right? So the question is, will central bank digital currencies destroy Bitcoin? Is this the death of Bitcoin? What are central bank digital currencies? So let's start there. So right now, countries like China and I think it's Switzerland, the US dollar is also, the US is actually talking about the same idea. Britain is talking about the same idea. South Africa is talking about the same idea. In fact, all major countries in the world today are talking about creating their own, taking their own fiat currencies and actually just making them digital currencies, right? So the International Bank of Settlements, which is the bank of central banks all over the world, has given a go-ahead to all the central banks in the world to actually look at and create their own digital currencies, right? So now let's talk about that for a minute. So in my own view, right, central bank digital currencies are a non-starter. They will actually, in my view, create a lot more problems than solution that they're trying to bring. Okay, let me tell you why. One, there is no need for a central, a digital currency that's owned by a country. There's no need for that. Let me tell you why. So if you look at the fiat currency that we're using today, like in South Africa, the rand, the US dollar, British pound, Chinese yen, all of those fiat currencies, You know, how many people do you know when they get paid? They get paid. They've got a stack of brown envelope full of notes. That they actually get when they get paid. Nobody gets paid that way. Everybody gets an EFT. They get paid electronically. And how do they use their money? People have got that. They pay each other via EFT. If they go to a shop, they're gonna swipe, right? So 90% of the way you use your money, if not even 100%, is actually digital, right? So using our money in a digital format. In fact, if you look at all the money in the world, if you count it up and versus, and you look at how many notes and coins that are in circulation versus how many digital, how much of it is actually digital, you realize that 93% of all the money in circulation exists in a digital format in any case. Okay, so meaning there is no need for a digital, a central bank based digital currency, right? Now, because the reason why, it's because what makes Bitcoin special is not the fact that it's just digital, right? Bitcoin is not special because it's digital. There's no notes, no coin, right? Because we are using our money in a digital format in any case, talking about fiat, right? So the central banks, will create a problem in this way. Right now, how we interact with money, we've got our commercial banks where we actually borrow money and we use it for transactional banking. So commercial banks have played an incredible role over the last 100 years, right? Obviously, you've got your central bank that basically oversees them and controls the fiscal policy, or the monetary policy. So now, if you then introduce central bank digital currencies, what is going to happen to the middleman called the commercial bank? Because now what is actually being talked about is that the central bank digital currency, right? So the central bank will be able to basically deposit money into individuals' own wallets without the need for a commercial bank. What's going to happen to the commercial banks? That's something to think about, right? Obviously, we don't have all the answers. We will watch as this thing unfolds, right? So that's one. So the other thing about central bank digital currencies is the fact that when you look at Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin is a digital currency, yes, but it's not just a digital currency. It is a cryptocurrency, right? It's based on cryptography. It's based on the public blockchain, on the public ledger called the blockchain, which is immutable, which is transparent, which is open, and so anyone can have access to the blockchain. So people can watch and see all the transactions happening within the blockchain. Even though what they will see is going to be wallet addresses and transaction references or transaction hashes, but they will never really get to see who's doing that transaction, right? So everything is done on chain. It's public, anyone can view. But then, there is no way that central banks will want us to do that, right? I mean, we all know that today there's very little information about central banks that is available for the public, right? When you were in high school, even when you're in varsity, how much were you taught about how central banks actually work? Who owns central banks? How do they create money and so forth? I've spoken to guys who are university professors who don't know how money gets created. How crazy is that? Right? Because there is a lot of, secrecy around how money gets created, how money is controlled. So there is no way that the central bank digital currencies will actually operate on a public, open, permissionless blockchain, just like Bitcoin. Okay, so in my view, even if tomorrow all central banks in the world, create their own digital currencies and all of us can use, this digital currency, it's not going to kill Bitcoin. In fact, what it will do, it will actually make the case for Bitcoin even stronger. Okay, because now they're going to be at odds. I used to say to people, we have to thank God for the fact that digital currencies did not originate from the government quotas. They actually originate from the open market. Okay, we should thank God for that, because now we would not have reference. Okay, if the first cryptocurrency created was a centralized, and controlled by a few people and so forth, we would not know what it's like to have a currency like Bitcoin, right? So that is why, I appreciate the fact that Bitcoin came from the open market. Okay, so in summary, central bank digital currencies are coming. South Africa, you can look, there's so many articles where the central bank is saying that, or the South African Reserve Bank, which is our central bank, is saying that they are working on introducing that, right? They're testing it and so forth. So it is coming. It's a matter of when, right? It's no longer a matter of can they do it. They are going to do it. They've got all the, the approvals from the International Bank of Settlements. So it is coming. In China, it's already a reality. In Switzerland, it's already a reality. And many other countries, it will actually come. But in my view, it will actually make the case for Bitcoin stronger. Because now, their blockchain is not going to be public. It's not going to be open. It's not going to be permissionless, right? For us to see, how much money is in circulation. Very few people know how many rands are in circulation today. Very few people know how many rands will be added next year and the year after. But as far as Bitcoin is concerned, the monetary policy of Bitcoin is public for everyone to see. We know that there will only be 21 million Bitcoins to ever exist. We know that, there is 900 new Bitcoins created per day. We know that in a space of about 3 years from now, that number of Bitcoins being created per day is going to go down to 450. We know that 4 years from there, it's going to continue reducing up until the year 2140. Now, we don't have such as far as fiat is concerned. Okay? So, let me know what you guys think on the comment section. Myself, I'm very, very happy with the fact that digital currencies originated with the open market, right? So, let me know your thoughts, guys. And if you've got any question regarding Bitcoin, regarding these central bank digital currencies, please do let me know on the comment section. We will learn together. If I don't have the answer, I'll definitely, use this opportunity to look up for that, for that answer, because I find that the area of money has been one of the most secretive areas, in our human existence, how it works and so forth. And I think it's about time that we all learn how it works. And most importantly, if we understand how it works, then we will know how to best prepare ourselves and to protect ourselves from our hard-earned money, right? In terms of making sure that it actually, does not get eroded with fiat, with inflation and stuff like that. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. If you found value in this video, please do share with your friends, family members. Hit that like button. And we'll be coming back with more content right here on the Success Factory podcast. Remember, success is never accidental, but success, it is by choice and it is by intent, right? So, let's all reach for the top, for the bottom is over credit. Love you all. Stay blessed. Ciao, ciao.